hello. What is up?
Hey, everyone.
How's it going?
Welcome back to the Philosopher Stream with Jack Lloyd.
Yeah. It's what is this, Tuesday? It's a Tuesday. It's so rare to do a Tuesday.
Night.
I know, we don't
Normally
do
you guys see us on Friday nights, Saturday nights.
Much more weekender kind of couple here. But if you are watching us, any one of the many destinations is going to 8 different places. Make sure that you're at youtube.com/The Philosopher. Make sure to like and subscribe because we're trying to keep you up and thriving on YouTube, especially as social media companies compete for attention. So it's a great place to be. And then we can really see your comments, make sure we don't miss anything. But if you are coming on in, you probably are wondering, what's this business with BLOODRUTH? What's that? So,
well, if you've been following us for some time, you'll know that we are fans of the Rippaverse comic series. This is Valdez from Alpha Core. It's a very interesting story.
Got the horseman.
You got the horseman.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people when we were walking around over the weekend just be like, what shirt is that? Like, where is that from?
I was wearing this over the weekend. We're at the mall in different places, and everywhere we go, people would say, "Oh, what is that?" Like they're like really curious about it. And thought it was super cool. I'm like, this is legit. I'm like, it's a street level action hero kind of series, shoot 'em up, fight 'em up kind of thing. You know, just kind of teasing it since by the Rippaverse, it's indie comic thing, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I'll have to check that out." So I was like, "That's pretty awesome."
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the art.
The artwork is really killer. And also this shirt feels so good. Like it's so soft.
Now, you can't really see it. We'd have to stand, but yeah, we are gonna unbox our next comic book and perks package. For the Rippaverse, and this time it's for BLOODRUTH. So far they've done so many different characters. Of course, it started off with Isom, the original main character, and then you have Yaira, and then you have
Alpha Core.
Yeah, Alpha Core. And then I forgot his name, the blonde guy. Gooding. Yeah. So, I mean, so many series, and it's incredible. Now we have BLOODRUTH. And later, I mean, we have Horseman too. I think you already did Horseman, right?
Yeah. I did the Horseman unbox. That one I did on a solo video.
Yeah, that one I didn't get a chance to read through yet. But the other ones, I mean, it's just incredible, like series after series. It's really cool what Eric July has built here with his team. And we're going to check out what do they have next. Do they have some Dokumon cards in there? We'll see.
You'll find out.
We'll see. Do they have a pronunciation character sheet? I'm just kidding. All right.
I know. So always the Chadran versus Chadran.
Yeah, I thought it was Chadran. Chadran blood. All the losers lose. Anyway, that's a song.
All right, you hold this.
Okay. All right. Got this. Who else is here on a Tuesday night? Feel free to comment. If you're commenting on anywhere but our YouTube channel, it might be hard for us to see it. I think there's limitations. Yeah,
I think you can comment on a lot of places, though, and just test and see. Just come on the chat, say hi.
Yeah, just test. We will definitely take a look at your comments.
Okay, I'm going to let you do the honors here, as long as you don't stab me.
I know, I'm like, I hate leaving blades.
Yeah.
Open.
All right.
Okay. Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. So is this hand-packed in Texas at the Rippaverse warehouse? I'd love to know.
I think so. Oh, hey, what's up, Zach? Good to see you.
Hey, Zach. Welcome.
Hey.
Oh, cool. Wow. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 comics in here.
Let's showcase them.
Okay. We got, I think this is the original cover.
Right, that's a standard cover.
So this is the standard cover. Wow. Really, really great artwork. Wow. We got.
If you want, I can hold these other ones as you talk through it.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna hold.
I'll give you the ones that I finished.
Oh, I was gonna say I hold these, and then you read off what it says on the cover.
Oh, okay. So I just like holding them. I was a fat stack of comic books on my shoulders. So this was, well, I don't know.
Yeah, hold
once
it
we
up to the
open
camera
it,
and
I'll
let's
know
see.
the roles. But I assume Jen and Sylvia Soska were the writers.
Correct.
I would assume. Okay. Michael Montanat. I haven't seen that name before. Is he an artist?
Primary artist, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Brett R. Smith, letterer? Or?
Might be the colorist. I
We'll
can't
find out
remember
inside.
who did the letters on this one, whether it was the same as before. That's a good question offhand.
Am I allowed to take it out?
Oh, yeah, you can definitely take it. Definitely. Yeah.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, showcase.
I don't know which ones are glove touch only. I don't have gloves.
That
on
one's
right now.
that's one's the mass production one, so we're good.
I could touch this.
You could touch it.
I am allowed with my bare hands. Okay. Oh, I was right. Oh no, you were right. Brett is the colorist.
Yeah.
And Michael is the primary artist. Okay. Eric July is now editor-in-chief. Wherever he was writing them. That's cool. All right, Jen and Sylvia Soska, the Shoska sisters are the writers. And we got Carol Brown, assistant EIC, editor-in-chief. Invisible Art Studio as the letters. That's cool. Andrew Rodriguez as the lead editor, and Kanan White as a lead art editor. Wow. Okay. Yeah. But in addition, there's multiple cover artists. So Kanan White did the cover A that you see here. That's really nice and super detailed. Wow. It's just like straight from a movie. I don't know why it reminds me of Blade.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Which had some recent... I guess showcasing in Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Yeah, and then we ended up watching all the Blade. We watched the Blade movies.
I know, yeah. Just seeing the
all right, we gotta binge watch the old Blade movies. They're fun.
They look cool.
They're ridiculous.
Every move looks cool, even though the lines are kind of cheesy. But Wesley Snipes
good. It's a good kind of cheesy. It's like the late night, little bit tipsy cheesy on a pizza kind of cheesy.
I watched that movie and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then the feds took all his money later.
I know. Right. Another victim of state theft.
Yeah.
How about you read the back cover while showing off the front cover to the camera?
Okay. So this is the back cover.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Rated teen, $29. Has an ISBN, Rippaverse.com. Okay. So horror descends onto the Rippaverse as something wicked draws the Blood Witch, Sydney Bloodruth, to Flores Park. So she's a witch. Born to a famed family of Hellion hunters, Sydney was born with cursed blood running through her veins that has been passed down her bloodline through the generations. Their blood draws the damned to the Bloodruths, but also gives them unique blood magic gifts with the power to fight Hellions and send them back to the hell worlds they escaped from. With each vanquished foe, Sydney is one step closer to lifting the curse and saving her loved ones. After tragedy hits close to home, Sydney Bloodruth is forced out on her own to prove herself. Her sacred mission tells her that darkness is rising in Flores Park, and she's the only one who can stop it. But what evils await her here? Bloodruth is written by horror icons, the Shoska sisters, Jen and Sylvia Shoska, who have made quite the names for themselves as acclaimed horror directors and writers, making this a pitch-perfect character and world for the ladies to tackle. Brought to life with stylish and haunting lifelike interior art and inks by Rippaverse fan art winner Michael Montanat, or Montanet? Bloodruth is a book that is sure to keep you up late at night. After her dynamic debut in isom #2, I did see that. That was really cool, her debut there. Get ready to dive into Bloodruth's dark and wicked world. All right, one day there's going to be an animation. And just like I want for Voluntarious, can we just see everything?
Yeah. No, take a quick flip so that, I always like doing a little quick flip just to see how the art's looking.
Immediately, the first page is really gripping, just the depth of the colors and the art really draws you in there. And wow, this is quite a thick book. So this is not your standard comic number of pages, right? This is
not floppy. This is right. This is square bound, so it's got a little bit more to it.
Square bound, thick.
Yeah, so thick.
It's a story.
So it's looking good. Even just you doing a quick flip on it, I can see some of the action in some of the panels, and it's looking pretty exciting.
It's Gooding.
Oh,
oh,
no, Don't spoil yet. We're trying to keep it
All right,
too
let me show the
spoiler free.
last
Yeah,
page.
yeah, I know. Let's not do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't show this.
But yeah, enough just for yourself,
that's
just to see
cool.
that it's really cool. Like there's a lot of, oh, and there's some good sneak peek previews of the future I can see in there too. There's some stuff. There's some
Wow.
teasers. So we don't want to spoil that because it is a new release. So people are, as you can see up here, still getting their packages in, as Ram says here. So FedEx messed up his order, sent it to New Jersey.
Oh,
so
my gosh,
that's unfortunate.
Sorry, there's a young isom Rippa statue out. So cool. Okay, because
Yeah,
we
they
have the
showcase that in the
Rippaverse.
back.
I mean, the yaira
Yaira.
statue.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
how can you not have them side by side? How can you not? Stop making good products. I could get so many more
All right.
Rippaverse things if it wasn't for income tax and property tax.
I'm gonna
sales
have you
tax,
slip that back
capital
into that
gains
cover,
tax. Oh, okay.
and then I want
Gently.
to have you show off the hollow foil
Ooh.
raised version.
So basically, it's the same comic, but we
Right.
got all 4 covers.
So hold this.
Right.
Yeah, I got all the covers exactly.
Okay.
There you go.
Whoa.
All right, so we can do a
this is
side-by-side
the
comparison, see, 'cause
holofoil?
I'll hold the
Wow.
original, the cover A, and you can hold the hollow
Oh,
foil
that's
version.
cool. That's like picking up
Yeah.
I don't know, it just reminds me of like Diablo or something. Like, you know, you get a game case and it's hollow foil. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the details here
Wow.
are superb. So
Yeah, amazing.
it's got great
work.
artwork.
Oh, yeah.
It's very serious.
I like how the holofoil brings out the logo of Bloodruth, because like it's like that normally with the blood spots over there.
Oh yeah.
What an interesting character. So her family is cursed, but she can send hellion creatures. So it's like, is she from hell?
Well, I mean, I think they're implying here that
But she
things
cares
that
about
she's
her
fighting are
family.
from hell. I don't know if her
But her
power is
family's
from
cursed.
hell.
Maybe
Right,
they
is the
were
curse
cursed
from
by
hell? I don't know.
Satan.
All
And very interesting.
right, so show off this cover.
Couldn't isom like get rid of the curse? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I mean, that's the whole part of this, is that to what extent are they able to help each other? To what extent are they not? Because there's always a question when it comes to powers, right? Is whether something is effective in different realms. So is isom's powers limited to just more material world things, and so he's weak to magic or can't affect magic, versus hers? Are hers just purely, mystical magic things? Or does she have things that, can be used against non-mystical, not non-Hellion people,
Fascinating.
Yeah, so that's a cool cover. It shows like a kind of family
it's his whole
thing.
family.
Yeah, it looks like a family cover.
Or her whole family.
Because they mentioned, they said the Bloodruths, so you expect it to be the family,
Wow.
right? So there's got to be something there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
All right, now show off this one. I really love these types of covers they do, where it's like the traditional.
Each one is so
old
unique.
school.
Like they're not different artist styles of the same action. It's like one has her family, one is a different like action shot with the dragon and it's holofoil, and the other one like looks almost more like a movie. This one's really cool. I like this style. It reminds me of that
classic comic look.
Yeah, classic comic style in America, just
with teasers on it.
What would you say, 80s?
Certainly. Yeah.
80s,
It could be, 70s, 80s, even to
colors
90s,
are not as like shiny or whatever, but it's really cool design. And I like
it's got the questions and the text
letter
on it, right?
Yeah, the text on it.
So what does it say?
It says, introducing Hellions, Choke, Deer Tick, Fae, and Morning Star. I think like those are just English words, so I think I actually pronounced them correctly this time, not like Chadran or Shadran.
Shadran, yeah.
And the Master Therion himself, or Therion.
Yeah, pronunciation check.
Is this the end of the Bloodruths? Whoa, this is so cool. Wow, this is incredible. This is so incredible.
Yeah, take a look at that up close there.
Right, yeah, I love seeing the updates from
Hellions, Choke, Deer Tick, Fae, Morning Star. Morning Star is a biblical reference to Lucifer and the Master Therion himself. Yeah.
Fae is a reference to?
No, Morning Star.
Oh, Morning Stars?
Yeah, the Morning Star. It's a reference to the devil.
Never heard of that.
I know.
Do you know why?
Because he's an angel of light that came out of heaven and was cast to earth in a lightning bolt.
So then he's the what?
He's the Morning Star.
The Morning Star. Huh. I would think Fallen Star or something, but Morning Star. Fascinating. Never knew that. You have such deep Christian biblical knowledge. Old Testament or New Testament or both?
All the testaments.
There's only 2. Right?
I know.
Do you know about the Church of Latter-day Saints?
Maybe not that testament.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
I know about the underwear and the tablets. How about that?
Got it.
All right. Show this one off. This is wild.
Oh, this is so this is not actually its own cover. It's like a whole black and white edition.
Ram said, did y'all get the black and white version? Oh, we did.
So couldn't you like all I see
Put
is
that
like
up close, babe.
Oh, this is where I can color. You know.
I know, it does almost feel like like you could color it in.
I would think there's some artist who's really good at drawing physical reality, and they color this in.
I'm sure some people are gonna be like, let me color it through a color version.
That'd be great.
But the ink detail is really rich. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I really like his expression
and
too.
I like
He's
this cover. It's its own
mine.
unique cover, right? Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he the one who cursed her?
It's a very devilish character back there.
Is that the Morning Star guy?
Right? It makes you wonder who is it? Well, if you look up close, like look at his detail. Oop, there you go, finger. There's a cross, right? You know what I mean? It almost makes you wonder if it right.
Devious
is he devious or is he of the Lord?
Is he of the Lord?
I don't know.
Is he on God or is he not?
He also is. He actually has a. If you look at his ring here, it's got a 6-pointed star.
Cool.
Yeah, which obviously could either be Star of David Jewish or it could be occult, depending on the use. So I'm going to assume they're not saying that he's a Jewish guy. I'm going to assume that it's occult related, given the context of the.
Well, and he has
background.
like a cross, and it almost looks like a priest outfit, but I can't tell. I don't know. I guess we'd have to flip through and find out.
Yeah, obviously we're going to have to read to find out.
Wow. Well, I got to say, the vibe of every single character is so different. Like, obviously, there you have Bloodruth. It's more in the horror genre, for sure. Isom is a very uplifting character, you know, and so is Gooding. Like, they're both very, like, you could say light, good characters. Yaira is interesting. She's just like, I'm wise and powerful. And anyway, okay, so there is some Dokumons.
I did get some Dokumons.
Wow. This is really cool. Okay.
What can I say? Dokumons make me brokomons.
Well, it's awesome, like, stories to really, like, inspire people to be creative, whether it's in art, you know, letters, or telling a story, a good story. Like, what does it mean? Once open, there's no going back. Yeah, everyone is like, you know, kind of like, what is ominous?
Yeah, we got the ones behind us too. You can even see in the case, like a little bit, the camera could show this. It's got the other Dokumons down there.
The first one is black and white, right?
Yeah.
And then now the second one has the same box.
Yeah, same box. Yeah.
Oh, okay, and the same text all around.
Yeah, but different cards.
But that's so cool.
Or they better be different cards for what I just got.
I love that you can see even just from the black and white version to the colored. It just like you already see that upgrade. It's really cool. I love seeing things like just grow and get better. All right, let's open this up. So when you open it, just like before, there's these holographic cards?
Lenticular printed.
Lenticular.
Lenticular.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, lenticular printing is
perpendicular. Lenticular.
You could put them perpendicular to each other, but
they are perpendicular to each other right now. Did you know that?
They're not actually. They're parallel to each other.
Parallel.
I know.
Good thing it
One
ain't
of
a
us still
SAT
is
test.
7th grade math here.
Yeah, because I don't need to talk about that on a day-to-day basis. Okay.
Whoa. Okay, that's an interesting name.
3 parallel lenticular cards.
3? I think there's a lot more than 3 in there.
And we got quite the quorum here. Thanks, everyone. Ram, Crush Satan. Perfect. We got Crush Satan here talking about Bloodruth. Thanks for being here. Kareem, thank you. Well, this is awesome.
10 cards, I believe he says. You think this can be 10?
People out here. You think so? Oh, because each one has many.
Right.
Oh, wow. So there's 3 packages, but each one has, okay, I guess probably 10 RAM believes, remote access memory believes. All right, let's take a look. This is the first one on the top of the stack. That's Splatterpuss. Okay, I think I pronounced that one right. Like, unless there's some. Now I'm like always wondering, am I pronouncing this right? Or is there an interesting pronunciation I never thought of before? All right, so let's take this out. We got Splatterpuss.
That's it. Can I see that card? I just want to take a look at it.
Should I read each one, the bio, or nah?
I was thinking we could save it for another stream because this is just unboxing, but it's up to you whether you want to or not. I'm just. Oh dang! Okay, that next one's really cool. Yeah, you can show the covers. I don't care if you show them, like, but reading it.
Horseman. Oh, the Horseman on your shirt.
All right, it looks cool right now on camera, but in person it looks even better.
Well,
like if you think it looks cool right there, it actually looks even more sharp in person.
That is
cool. It really pops.
Wow!
Like the artwork looks excellent.
That's
so
really
cool. I love the concept. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, so actually each one has 3 thick cards.
Yeah.
3 thick lenticular cards. So there's actually, I think, 9 total, unless one of these packages has
unless
more.
one has 4.
Yeah.
Possible.
And now we got Sauris, if I say it right.
Saoirse. I know, right? it's so.
Well, I guess I was born in America.
The Rippaverse naming
and I learned this is Sarah.
Is always meant to challenge your linguistic limits. It's like
I get it. All right, she's from Russia.
I know. I had to practice that 100 times when I did the Saoirse review thing because I was like, okay, I want to say Saoirse, and it's like, okay, no, Saoirse.
Oh, it's Saoirse.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, that makes sense. Now
French?
When I look at it, I see it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
No, it still doesn't make sense to me as an American.
I know it doesn't make sense either.
Makes no sense.
But
it is a pre-existing word though, so he didn't come up with it raw. It existed as a name already.
Really? Is that the same for Shadran and all the other?
I don't know about Shadran. I don't know.
Gooding and.
I don't think Gooding exists.
Wow, that'd be like a Q&A. I'd be like, hey Eric.
Right, just like
tell us the
James
origins.
Or John, right?
Yeah, that's so cool. Wow.
It's just not a common American one. Obviously, you don't see Saoirse every day in America.
Right. I think this is probably, I can pronounce this one.
I hope so.
Edward Alexander Crowley.
Wrong. It's actually Edweird.
Alexander.
Crowley.
It probably is.
I know, right?
I'm psyched out now.
I know, every time. Oh, Irish name. So there you go. Irish name. Saoirse.
Oh, it's Irish.
All
right. What about
I'm assuming
Splatterpuss?
Ram is correct. I don't know.
What is this? Chinese?
Yeah, Splatterpuss is a beautiful French name.
Wow. Okay. He's like, I got my wine.
Nobody had used Splatterpuss before.
All right. Let me take this out so you can see the lenticular styling.
What boggles my mind, honestly, when he did Horseman, I was like, wait, no one's used the Horseman before? And I looked up and I was like, crazy. No one used the Horseman as a name before and as a major comic character.
No one wanted a horseman?
Right. You'd think it's such a common concept that maybe someone would have used, but no. You know what I mean? Just kind of somehow skipped over everyone's idea, thought process.
I mean, it's not really a horse, is he?
No, he's not really. Well, I mean, as far as we know, he's not a horse.
He's actually a human.
He's a man.
Right. He's not like
we don't know exactly
horse.
why the horse connection yet. but because it hasn't been fully elaborated, but it's just
right. He doesn't even ride horses, so TBD.
Right. To be determined.
Story?
There's obviously symbols that relate to chess there, like the knight.
Oh.
So it could be related to that, but it's just
fascinating
that, you know what I mean? You think a name like that, you're like, oh, is that taken already? Maybe he moves in L shapes. He could.
That's fascinating.
But it's that one boggled my mind. I was like, oh wow, somehow that skipped everybody's.
Oh, very cool. So I've never seen this character, and yeah, first appearance is BLOODRUTH #1. But yeah, maybe we'll save it for another stream. The bios.
Yeah, I think we could do that, like where we cover,
like review the story,
because I want people to have a chance to like actually read it for themselves and get their first things. I don't want to spoil anything right away here.
Yeah.
So,
but
we already accidentally let one little slip.
It was just like one of the first 20 pages.
It says Shungite, but at first I thought that said Shug Knight.
Oh, I thought it said G was a 9. Anyway.
Oh, that'd be really funny.
Shun Knight?
Shug. Is it Shungite? Or is it Shungite? Shug Knight? Or is it Shug Knight? No, that'd be funny.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go.
Is this Irish? Shungite?
Shungite? Is it Shungite?
Okay. I think this is an English name. Gina.
It's actually Gina.
Is it Gina or Gina, Eric?
What is it? How do you pronounce these names?
These need to come with pronunciation.
I'm serious. Yes.
Like
y'all
each character card.
Does it already
how
know?
It's pronounced? No.
Every single one of these cards should always come with a pronunciation. There's my advice.
It's Gina Gooding.
My free 2 cents. Put name pronunciations on all of them, and that way everybody knows how it's said.
Yes.
Off the cuff.
But it's also fun to just hear, like, what do you think this reads?
It is funny to hear.
All right. So
but at least there's some simple ones like Edward. I don't think we messed that one up.
Yeah. We'll see.
Shungite. Shug Knight.
All right. We got Sturm.
Sturm. How do you know it's not?
Is this Irish too?
Sturm.
Right?
What if it's Sturm?
Polish? What if it's Polish? Sturm?
Polish. I don't know. Sturm, okay. I think, is pretty solid, but honestly, I've been, made a rube before when I try to pronounce things. So
does he look like a good character or a bad character?
He looks like someone with Norfair, but I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Oh, Norfair.
That's what I was thinking. Like my first thought is just, he looks like one of the, the stylistic characters in Norfair.
First appearance, the Horseman.
Oh, wait. Did we see him in Horseman?
Oh, I didn't get a chance to read Horseman.
I read Horseman, but my mind is a bit frazzled from having to take care of my cancer-ridden dad. Let's put it that way. So my mind's a little bit frazzled.
Yeah.
But I just need a quick reminder.
Definitely. It's been a lot.
Yeah. So. It has been a lot.
Yeah.
But anyway, this character I think is pretty straightforward.
Oh, also in the Horseman Blitz?
Yes. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, these Blitz. Yeah, that's from there before. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
He's in Horseman. Right.
All right. Then we got Magus Numite.
Yes.
I think.
It's actually Magus Numite. No.
Wow.
Numite.
I like that name, Blitz. That's really cool.
Yeah, I remember when they fought.
And she's a shooter. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Okay, Strooms, what was the lenticular design? What does he do? Oh, he kind of like keeps looking in the sky. He's like,
yeah, the background shifts a little bit.
All right. What's the last card here? Yeah, each of these didn't have the same amount, so this one had
says 4,
more.
right?
Yeah. So I guess
there
10
we go.
Is probably correct. All right, we got the salvage.
The salvage.
Right? Salvage.
Now I'm confused because we had salvage PI. So wait, is his name actually the salvage? Now I'm confused. Let's take a look.
At the card?
Yeah, let's just quick sneak it back. Okay, let's see.
All right. First appearance, the salvage Rippaverse #1. Okay. So yeah.
They said choosing the moniker of the salvage, so
might be different.
Apparently the salvage is what they're going instead of saying salvage PI. Okay,
cool.
Very cool.
Oh, and I noticed in the bottom left there's numbers. So is that just the order of the cards?
Yeah, the order of the cards.
Wow, that's cool.
And there's a new deck in isom 3, that campaign out right now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun to see.
That was fun. That was a big package of perks.
Yeah, so
I'm excited to read the comic. I'm super stoked.
Yeah, they have so many fans. I mean, when we've only gotten to see them table once at a comic convention. That was in Orlando.
They were just back there in February. We couldn't make it this time, but
oh yeah, I saw photos.
Yeah.
We saw Mitchell there.
Yeah.
He was actually standing in line for it again.
Nerdrotic, yeah.
Oh, that's what he.
I think
saying.
yeah, he was there to see
Nerdrotic,
or was it? No, or no. Well, he saw Rippaverse, but he's there for on the other side for somebody else too. There was a couple other special guests they brought. Nerdrotic was one of them, and I forgot somebody else.
Oh, but not sure who he. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw like a big line that they had just like at the Orlando Comic-Con, so that was really cool to see.
Oh yeah. No, it was packed, and it was still packed this time too. So I wish it could have gone. It was just not in the cards to make it out this time.
Yeah, that is so interesting too, to just like almost like the way that the Rippaverse team has their tabling at comic conventions. I mean, at least what we saw in Orlando, and if it sounds like they just did that again.
Same thing, yeah.
But it's like they have their own mini convention inside the convention that they tabled at, because they're like, we're going to split our table and we're going to have a schedule. It's not just like come and see our table and we're just here the whole time. It's like, no, we got events. We got a, Q&A, whatever, like line up for this other person.
It was like Rippaverse basically had its own convention.
Part of the Rippaverse team, but just like their own, like kind of, you could say internet celebrity.
They brought their own guest panel,
internet celebrity guests.
Yeah, they brought their own guest panel. They had their own like different events and shows, meet and greets, photo ops, all that stuff. And then they had stuff outside that too, where they had like crossover panels with others. But it was almost like Rippaverse had its own convention. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's always fascinating how they do that uniquely. So
yeah, we'll be back again. I don't know. I want to visit Texas and go to convention in Texas. That'd be fun.
I just want to go somewhere where it's more spaced out, because Orlando was like nose to nose.
Yeah, at some points with MegaCon, because it gets so packed. Yeah. You'll be at a table and you're like squeezing.
And there's another person. Right. Yeah. So I was like, this is getting too much.
Yeah.
Like I can't stretch. I can't run around and dance. But yeah, it was fun though. It was fun. Oh, hey, night shift. 10,000.
You had to count the zeros.
I was like,
10,000.
A hundo.
Yeah.
You two are the cutest couple. Oh, that's sweet.
You live in Florida. We're Florida, man. You know how it works.
No, it's Florida, ma'am.
Florida, ma'am.
I can't believe you just said we're Florida men. I mean, it's ma'am. Florida, ma'am.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry. Every time I get a chance, I just think it's so funny what happened. I mean, when I think about it, like in like psychology, I'm like, oh, I feel kind of bad for that dude. The guy who's like, it's ma'am. And then he like kicks over stuff. And it's like, now you're just being destructive.
Wasn't he in a comic store or something like that when he did it too?
I think it almost seemed like a convenience store.
Oh, was it a convenience store? I can't remember. It's something like that.
Look like a comic
Maybe it was
store.
a comic store.
The guy looked like he could work at a comic book store.
Work at a comic store. Oh, man.
He's like, sir. Terrible.
Oh, goodness. Well, in any case, I mean, I'm not sure what will be coming next exactly, because basically Rippaverse had a bunch of campaigns going sequentially, and they were like 60 plus days each, and then they did fulfillment. So we just got BLOODRUTH, and so I think like we have several more things coming in that should be trickling in, because we're in on the next yaira thing, we're in on the next what you call it, the War Separation. I just got the latest isom.
I think it's the question is, what are we not in?
I mean, we're not in anything.
What have you not gotten? I know there's a isom statue that I don't think
I didn't pick up the isom statue yet, because obviously there was that when that first came out. That's when we were having all the hurricane stuff, and it was like kind of crazy. And then they re-brought the offering back into isom 3.
Was crazy.
No, the hurricane stuff was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
And they've been trying to stop the house from being flooded and all the craziness that happened with that. So I didn't get it then. And I took some time, but maybe I'll come back to it. I just immediately picked up on isom 3. I picked up like obviously the print comic, but I've been basically very busy with family health things that have kept me from doing other things. And so it's kind of taken a bit of my normal, maybe streaming and doing other things, because I've been having to basically take care of my dad and see him all the time. His memory's been going.
Dad's dad.
Yeah. It's that age and that time when, you become almost a parent to your parent. It doesn't happen to everybody. Some people have parents that stay lucid the whole way.
Depends on your age gap.
And yeah, it depends on the age gap too.
Some people parents had them when their parents were 18.
Right.
So they're like, 18 years ago.
For me, yeah. My dad, he had brain surgery, had cancer treatments, all this other stuff. And so he's having a rough bit, and we're just working to try to keep him stable and as independent as long as possible. Because I just think that if he has to go anywhere, it's not going to be good for him. So we're trying to just do our best to just keep him living independent, healthy as best as possible. We're going the extra mile. So that comes with a lot of trips and having to take calls at night. Like, hey, is it Wednesday or Tuesday? And all that kind of stuff. So
right.
We'll see. But
almost like pre-parenting. Like, all right, let's, what needs are you not getting met? Okay. This is why you might be a little confused right now. So, I mean,
it's all good. In the meantime, it doesn't change anything in terms of what we do. We still keep on producing our content, making good videos, as, night shifts. So you're talking about, isom voluntaries crossover. You never know. One day.
You had the artwork. Was that Igor who made that, or who?
Oh, well, I mean, there's Rippaverse artists who have worked on voluntarious things, including.
But there was like a handshake between Jack.
Oh, that was just a promotional art I made. I just made that little. It was an isom voluntarious handshake fun thing. That was just like a promotion, like the congratulations thing, celebrating the first drop with isom and its success. But no, I mean, there's no expectations or anything like that, or whatever, or, whatever happens. It turns out stuff. Obviously, I'm focused on making Voluntarious and building out that universe and all that good stuff. You never know, what happens here and there. But obviously, we've had a great working relationship with several people on the Rippaverse team, and Igor, who's their lead graphic artist, has made several of my products in terms of comic book covers, my cover, my nonfiction book, and even Bruno, who did the first isom poster, did Volcap one shot. So there's been crossover talents in here and this or there, but it's just awesome. It's just so cool to see all these different indies that have been grinding and finally seeing that success. Everything from Rippaverse to Voluntary.
It was a huge momentum building, I would say, because you had such a huge hold on the market. You could say, from all the giants, the corporate giants out there, Marvel, DC, and just seeing just such a beautiful, it's endless, like the number of indie comics. And if you want to include like manga as well, because I think that's like basically a comic, I don't really see the difference. Like there's so many different titles, so many different stories, art pieces, art styles. It's absolutely incredible. And you have a pseudo free market. I mean, because it's a digital good in many cases, or the way that you order it, it's just, and the way you build it is digital. It's so much more like decentralized and shareable. It's really cool to see. And has a lot less restrictions than, let's say, the hospital medical market in America, which is socialized, all these different facilities being like, hey, we know you're old. You probably get Medicare, Medicaid. Want to stay with us? Like, I mean,
well, I'm glad that there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of growth. And I think Ripasend too, with Eric July and what he's doing with Ripasend is super cool. Just giving lots of people opportunity to get their stuff printed, published, sent out, and managed directly without having to go through, some other not liberty friendly, business, and him picking up, a new title that was an Angel Studios title that was an animation first. That was really cool. So publishing that manga is amazing. Having their own warehouse to do their own fulfillments, it's really incredible. Keeping stock and printing. So it's only getting bigger from here. Really cool. Becoming their own publishing house. That's super
awesome.
Cool. Well, thanks, Night Shift. He says can't help but love the Voluntarious. So we love you back. And thanks everybody who's come by, jump in the comments, whether it's Binance, USD, or just going through KMath, and Ram and Crush Satan.
Taxation is theft. Binance
And
USD. All
Kareem
forms,
and
including tariffs
Mr. Pickle
and inflation.
Imperial Guard,
What's
Zach,
up? Hey,
and anyone
Imperial
else we
Guard.
missed. I know there's a lot of people who came on by and said hi, and there's lots of people who came by to watch the stream. So we appreciate you, and we're excited to let you know more too about what we're doing. We did just release a new song, My Music Delight. Definitely check that out. And we're still making our updates on Voluntarius and VolunCap. That's all in progress. I'm this close, so close to Voluntarius Suits Like a Tomb being done. It's just one advertisement. It's a custom art piece that the artist has been dragging his feet on. So please, if you're listening to this, please finish it this week so we can move on to printing. It's the last thing. We're so close. And then we're gonna have everything moving and getting shipped. And then VolunCap One Shot, similar situation actually. We finished everything and we're down to one last advertisement that needs to just be finished, and then that can be ordered and shipped too. So I'm excited. We got some good stuff coming.
Well, that's why the ETAs are what they are.
Exactly.
So Crush Satan's like, do you guys think you ever might move beyond libertarianism? Well, on that note, you just talked about 2 comics. What do you mean beyond libertarianism?
We will never
It's
move
literally
beyond.
like, no, probably not, because beyond almost implies like you're no longer focused on it. And it's like, we always are. But at the same time, if you're saying like, do you focus on other things besides so-called like the cause of liberty and trying to get individual body and property rights for all? Like, if like, yes, like obviously, like we have our own specializations in the market. Like
our newest song too is not necessarily a liberty song. It's just a love song. So we like doing it all. We have fun where it's just not political or philosophical, deeply or something. And we do our stuff that is educational, philosophical. So
yeah,
we love it all. Just like we like eating cookies and ice cream and steak and chicken. We have the meat and we have the sweet. So
yeah, I would say though, it's definitely, no matter what we do, it's always incorporated. We're here about living voluntary principles.
Yeah.
And respecting that for all. And we're educating family, educating friends on what it means to respect individual body and property rights, boundaries, ownership, responsibility. So, it's we just hold it, dear and constant for everything we do, whether it's software engineering or physical engineering or whatever.
Or reading comics. Yeah.
Reading comics.
So thank you so much, everybody, for hanging with us, enjoying this little stream. And we're excited to read Bloodruth and see what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So thank you all for being here. And glad we have X and everybody on there too, changing the landscape. Multiple social medias.
Yeah, and you guys in your day-to-day interactions, and conversations. So the decentralized movement